Welcome to Bampton. Today I'm here to show you a fantastic Grade 2 listed home in the Lake District National Park. Now we're just on the edge of the village of Bampton, which sits just a short distance away from Askham, from Haweswater and from Shap as well. So we've got some excellent transport links, but we have got some fantastic countryside views. The house itself is called Denny. It's a Grade 2 listed farmhouse which has got 4 bedrooms and a number of reception room spaces, but it's also got, which is quite rare, it's got 7 acres of ground, which is a really nice parcel of land if you're looking for maybe an equestrian interest, you want to have a small holding, or you want to utilise these stunning barns that you can see behind me here. So we sit in an elevated position and you can see the views behind me are just across open countryside from every part of the grounds here. You've got fantastic views. You are just a short distance away from Penrith and Shap, so you've got some excellent local amenities, but this home is just perfect if you wanting to put your own stamp on it. Internally it's in need of some refurbishment inside, but the spaces are fantastic and you'll see those as we go through the video. I'm also going to take you inside and show you the barns, which are extensive. Planning permission has never been applied for with these, and subject to the necessary consents, it may be that you can utilise these in a different way, or maybe you just want to have a workshop to tinker with or stable in for a pony or some sheep. The opportunities are endless. So let me spin the camera around, let me just show you these views because they're absolutely stunning, and then we'll go inside the home and look at in the barns as well. Please keep on watching. Okay, so I'm just stood in the garth of the property and I'll show you that where we are in relation to the house in a few seconds, but just to give you an idea of whereabouts we are, we've got the village of Bampton down in this direction. Over the hill up here we've got Shap, and as you can see from where I'm stood you've got fantastic almost 180-degree views. Then we come around to the barns where we've got a large number of outbuildings here, and then Denny Hill, the home which we're bringing to the market, is just up here. It sits nicely within its plot of around 7 acres, and the 7 acres includes this field here, this one down here, and then there's another one just over there, which I'll show you in a few minutes. So it's all accessed by this track here which runs up through to the parking area and out onto the village road. But this is fantastic if you're looking for maybe to have a small holding, or you just want to live the idyllic country life. The barns themselves are in great order, and the current vendors haven't applied for planning permission, they've never needed to. We are in the Lake District National Park, so subject to planning consents, these maybe have a different use for you. But if you're just wanting to utilise the land and just have some storage spaces, they're fantastic, and there's some super beamwork inside there which you'll see a little bit later on. Then you've also got some other structures here which are great for storage if you want to put some tractors or some machinery. You've got lots of space there. And then just to come around and show you the driveway, just so you can see where we access, we come up a private driveway which gives access down into the fields, but this sweeps round and goes down to the village road there. So there's a nice area of garden over here and ample parking for a number of vehicles up closer to the house. Now you've seen a glimpse of the views over here. I'm just going to take you over to this side of the garth so that you can see the other element to the views, because the position of this home is fantastic. So we're just a short distance away from the actual village itself. Lots of great local amenities, a really active village community, and great links up to Askham as well. You can walk from the doorstep, and Haweswater is only a short distance away as well. So just walking across the field here, this area of ground here that you can see up to the stone walls included, and this paddock here as well, that's included in the property too. So it's a really nice parcel of land. So the house has also got some garden space, which I'm going to just touch on at the front here as well. So more outbuildings here, perfect for storage. You've got a little stone built one here, you've got some other structures. We've got access down beyond this gate down to the rear garden, and you've got a nice little storage space here as well. And you've also got quite a sizable garden which you couldn't probably see from the first part of the video. So the house itself has got a nice vegetable plot here and a nice garden. And I'll just spin the camera around so that you can see. This is Denny Hill. It's a fantastic grade 2 listed property which has got lots of, it's got 4 bedrooms, it's got a couple of reception rooms, it's got the original pantry, utility space, nice dining kitchen, but it is in need of some refurbishment, so you do have the opportunity to put your own stamp on this wonderful home. So let's go inside. I'm going to take you into the garden. We're going to touch on the back garden first, and then we'll go in the back door just so that you can see the rest of this space here. We can get through the gate. There's always little problems on our videos that we have to overcome. And then just going through the gate here, this gives access down into the rear garden. So you've got, as you would expect with houses of this age, you've got an outhouse in there which potentially gives you a little bit more scope to extend the living accommodation into if you wanted to, but obviously you would need to apply for planning permission to do so. And as we come into the garden, you now see the beautiful views from the garden space. So the garden's quite extensive. You've got some flower beds in there, you've got some established trees and shrubs. We've got a sunroom at the back of the house which we're going to go in a second. But just look at this garden space. And as I walk back down, you see the back of the house here. So as I said before, this part of the paddock is included, and this is Denny Hill from the rear. So let's go inside and have a little look at what this home can offer you. Okay, so we're just coming in through this UPVC door into a sunroom space, which is a great addition. We've got windows on 3 sides looking out over to the garden, and we've got some fantastic features like the original window here which leads into a pantry, and this nice stone surrounded door which leads us into the hallway. So before we go into the kitchen space, I'm just going to touch on this space here. So we've got a storage cupboard under the stairs there, a doorway which takes us up a rear staircase and up into the first floor. But this space is ever popular and so useful. So this is a pantry cupboard space. We've got some original stone shelving here, space for a washing machine and a hand basin there. So lots of nice utility space. Then as we come through into the kitchen, this is where you really start to see the scale of the rooms. So we've got some fantastic proportions here. A farmhouse style kitchen with a Rayburn just in the inset there inside the fireplace. We've got cupboards to either side and nice range of wall and base units with a sink that looks out across the gardens, across your garden to your paddock at the top there. So that's your paddock here. So this is a great size kitchen. You can see there we've got really quite a large table in the middle. So then we come up a step and into the lounge, and this is the living room, one of 2 reception room spaces. This has got a lovely beamed ceiling, and we've got dual aspect windows, but just to point out, the window seats on this side have got a really beautiful wooden panelling, and we look out to the front and then the fells beyond. So great proportions within the lounge here, and then nice views out to this side, and then a storage cupboard just underneath the stairs. Then as we come through into the hallway, this is where a staircase takes us up to the first floor, and this will be the original front door of the house, and we've come in the back way today, but you'd normally come in the front door here, and there's a nice pitched wooden ceiling there, so a nice entrance hallway. And then through into reception room number 2. So this is the second of 2 reception rooms. We've got the lounge and this room here. This has got a flexible use, so depending on what you're looking for, you've got some good proportions here and nice dual aspect windows to both sides. So this could be a dining room, a snug, it could even be a ground floor bedroom if you wanted it to be. And then we're going to come up the staircase. Okay, so just as we come up onto the first floor landing here, you can see that we've got a hallway which leads to a couple of the bedrooms and the bathroom at the bottom here. But the first room I'm going to come into is this bedroom here, which is the first double bedroom. We've got windows which look out over the front garden and to the front of the house here. As you can see, we've got a nice deep window seat there, and we look down onto the garden space. But this is a great sized bedroom with a storage cupboard in the corner here. So we've got 4 bedrooms in total, so that's number 1. Number 2 is this next room here, which is another great size double room, and this time we've got an original cupboard in the corner there, as you can see. So the property is grade 2 listed, and I believe that is part of the listing. We've also got another window with these really nice deep window ledges looking out over the front garden, and again some fantastic proportions within this room. So this is bedroom number 2. Then as we come along the hallway, the family bathroom is just at the bottom here, which has got a 3-piece suite with a bath, a loo and a hand basin, a storage cupboard in here, which is a great size. It's got lots of storage in there and the water tank, and we've also got a shower over the bath. And this is the first time from the first floor that we get to look out over the garden to the back. So you can see how extensive the garden space is, and the paddock beyond the wall, that's included in this property too. Then finally, as we come around the corner here, this is bedroom number 3. A window to the front and a doorway here which takes us out into the rear staircase, which takes us back down to the space beside the kitchen. So you can do a full loop of this house, and there's a roof light and some small loft hatch access up there as well. And then we come across into bedroom number 4, which is a dual aspect room. So this is the first time we can see out both windows from a bedroom. Good sized double room. And as you can see, as we show you the internals of this property, we've got some fantastic proportions. There's lots and lots of opportunities here to put your own stamp on this wonderful home. Now, as I walk back through, I'm just going to take you back down the stairs. We're going to look at the garden space. So I'm going to stop you now, and we'll see you at the back door where we can explore the gardens. Okay, so you've now seen the house inside. You've seen the grounds at the first part of the video. Just coming back out of the sunroom here into the garden space, you can see, like you saw a few minutes ago, it is a beautiful garden space. It's not the best time of year at the moment to see gardens in full bloom, but believe me, it looks very well established. The next part of the video I'm going to show you is going down towards the barns, because there's some fantastic beamwork in there, and they're quite extensive spaces. So within our listing, just to give you a bit of a pointer, the 7 acres of land, the plot that we sit in, we will have a land registry plan or a drawing to show you where that land is, but it's a nice parcel of land all around the home itself. You do have some neighbouring properties here, but you're not overlooked whatsoever, and you sit in this beautiful elevated position. So just while I walk down to the barn here, you can see the roof's in good order, and it's a really attractive stonework, and there's just so much storage space for whatever you might want it to be used for. So we're going to just go in the bottom here, and I'll show you inside the barn space. Okay, so we're just going to come into the lower level of the barn here, so you can see we've still got some original buyers in there, and we've got more storage space for some hay just in this section here. And then as we come through, just through this doorway, you'll see that we've got some fantastic beamwork in this main part of the barn. So you've got a roof, which to me appears to be in really good order. You've got some beautiful beams. You've got space at the top here. And as I pan around, you've also got a level over here as well. So great storage if you're looking for that. And great access coming back out here onto that driveway there and driving straight out into your land. So a great opportunity not to be missed here. So this is Denny Hill. If you're looking for a property where you can put your own stamp on your home, and you want to enjoy such panoramic and fantastic views in a absolutely stunning setting, with the potential of doing something with these barns or using them for storage and having a beautiful home in an elevated position, then please do give us a call on 01768 881111, and we'll be happy to give you some more information.